Morning, 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 morning. Right. So, we carrying on from where we left yesterday. So, I was working at BMA First Nurse, and then so that phases went past, and then yeah. So, and then every day we could wake up, go to town, and look for in search of a good job. So we used to go to town every day in the morning with my uncle. So yeah, we used to call my uncle's car a Mazda B22. We used to call that car Thomas because we used to carry people from where we were staying in Waterfalls to town. So these people, we could give them a lift to town and then they pay us. So the same money we could use it for, buying some stuff for or that day, maybe relish, maybe something that is required in the house. And then we could share that money, all of us, for our transport fares from different places that we were going to. So my cousin was going to University of Zimbabwe, and then I was going to town to look for a job. And then my other cousin was also going to town. He was studying for hotel management. So this is how we could do. So some people, I remember we used to take them from Lord Malvern, where we could drop one of our brothers there. He was doing his secondary school there. So yeah, this is how we survived. And I like to, salute my uncle. He is a great man. I must say to many people out there who took upon themselves, to raise extended families, to raise kids who doesn't belong to them. Those families, I've got so much respect for them, husband and wives with their own kids who took upon themselves to take other individuals outside of their families to look after them. Uh, it's it's a very big responsibility, where we mustn't take it lightly. So I would like to say thank you very much to my uncle's family, Kambakwe family. I like to thank them every day of my life. I have a wish that I haven't accomplished. I would love to thank them one day in a different way. You only don't understand how difficult it is to look after someone outside of your family if you haven't tried to look after one person. The kids, they lose some good things that they must get from their parents because the parents have to look after someone else. It's a very painful story that requires a day on its own. So I get a job from a funeral assurance company called Vineyard. These people, I like to thank them partially, but I also like to or say something that I still remember about this company. Um, the first time that I went to Kariba, some places in Binga, some places close to Vic Falls, Sanyati, Gweru, Chinoi, all that part of the Zimbabwean country. I was working for Vineyard Funeral Insurance Company. I worked for them, but they didn't pay me up to now. But anyway, it's water under the bridge now. But I just want to say to those people, if there is someone in this world who employs someone and then don't pay, just know that you creating a bad history for someone, because it's always a bad memory in someone's life. The likes of Mutetwa is one of the people, the managers or the owners of that company. And this guy was from Zaka Mashingo. So yeah, that was a bad chapter of my life that I don't like to remember most cases. And then after that, I had to leave everything. So as I was coming from Vic Falls one time, it happened that those were the days from Rambachina. Yeah, it was bad. So we were victims as well. This day was one of the most difficult days in my life that I think it changed everything about my life. Because I remember I wanted to rewrite for A levels, but because of Marambachina, everything, all the dreams were taken. So it was around 1 this day when these caterpillars and all the, my uncle bought a stand in Waterfalls, Icon. So it was all formal, and then he built a very nice house for us, and it was a very good home for everyone. And it was a big house. We were all accommodated in that house. So one day these people come and then they break all the houses in our area. I watched my uncle breaking down, sitting on top of a stone, looking at his house being broken. I thank God I managed to save all the asbestos, all the window frame. And then later on, one of my friends in that same area come to help me. His name is Billy. And it happened that I was alone in the house that time. Everyone was out. They went for different, things. So yeah, we saved all the asbestos, we saved the window frame. But it was very difficult day for me to look at my uncle watching his own property being, distracted like that. So yeah, so we were left homeless after that. And the next story that I'm going to talk about is a little bit crucial, because after our house was destroyed, I had to go and look for another job, because it's either I was supposed to go to the rural areas or I had to find something immediately. So after that, if you keep on following this, you will know exactly what happened. So please comment, like, and share in this series. And then later on tonight, I'm going to give as well a small summary what someone's history mean and how can we make the history motivate other people. Thank you. Have a great one.